male, and I will move on to Beatriz Borges. Beatriz, estás aquí.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. And my name is Beatriz Borges from CEPAS. My question is about Venezuela. During the past years, international mechanism has documented systematic human rights violations in Venezuela. The fact-finding mission on Venezuela, mandated by the Human Rights Council, found that since 2014, Venezuelan authorities have planned and executed serious human rights violations, some of which amount to crimes against humanity. This mission is expected to publish their new report this September, and I wanted to ask you your views on the possibility to the fact-finding mission on Venezuela briefing the Security Council on their findings when their new report is published. We consider that this will allow the Security Council members to have more information about the atrocity crimes committed in the country, the lack of accountability, and how this impact peace and security in the region. Thank you very much.
Venezuela, it's a crisis that's clearly concerning. I know it affects, of course, people in Venezuela, but also we've seen again the regional impact, neighbouring countries hosting incredible numbers of migrants. And I'm very aware that not just some of the issues in terms of the brutal treatment of protesters and defenders in the street, but also that currently the COVID situation has created a really very serious humanitarian situation on the ground. We've been certainly a supporter of the UNHCR and the work they're doing to support regional refugees, working also on the humanitarian situation with WFP. We're concerned right now, I think, that what we want to see is a peaceful, negotiated, democratic solution to this crisis in Venezuela. We haven't seen developments in that direction in recent times. The people of Venezuela deserve the support of the international community, and I would say that we absolutely need to see something of a more coordinated response by the international community. Ultimately, it needs to be Venezuelan-led in terms of restoring stability and protecting civilians on the ground. But, we as Ireland, also the European Union, I believe, are calling out on a regular basis for the freedom and safety of all political opponents of the government, in particular the representatives of the National Assembly. The expulsion recently of Ambassador Irlanda, who was the EU head of delegation, we found deeply regrettable. We thought it was a really bad move, but a bad signal also in terms of the regime in operation in Venezuela and the attitude to what we regarded as an unwarranted move against the European Union that has over a very long time been hugely supportive of the governments and people, importantly, in Venezuela. I think the ongoing isolation of the government is in response to actions such as that. So you can be sure that we are watching this. I don't have any silver magic solutions to suggest to you right now, except to say that we are hugely vigilant, that we call on the government of Venezuela to respect the human rights of all, including the freedom to protest, the freedom to assemble in public without threat. And of course, the points I've made earlier about human rights defenders, absolutely something that applies in relation to the situation also in Venezuela.